Okay, so we're looking at here at one side of the pelvic bone. This is actually known as the Innominate Bone, and it has three parts to it, or three bones which make it up. The top part, which is this section right here, is known as the ilium. The back part's the ischium, and then the front part is the pubis. So the ilium makes up the largest part of the innominate bone, or the pelvic bone. So on the front part, again, this being the pubic region, we certainly have quite a few muscles which originate from there, and that's evidenced by the red color. Ilium also is a big site for origins of some of the large muscles, one being iliacus and the other ones being the hip abductors. We'll just go over some of the bony landmarks. First of all, we have the iliac crest, which is arguably one of the biggest bony landmarks on the ilium. So it's on the top of the ilium, a major site for origins and insertions of some of the abdominal wall muscles, that being external obliques, internal obliques, quadratus lumborum, and transversus abdominis. So iliac crest then comes forward to form the anterior superior iliac spine. Below that we have the anterior inferior iliac spine, both key landmarks also for origins of some hip flexor muscles, as well as a muscle called sartorius and tensor fascia lata, and rectus femoris originating lower down. Turn over to the back, we have posterior superior iliac spine and posterior inferior iliac spine. The sacrum naturally would articulate right here between the other side, so we can see this roughened surface where the sacrum would rest, and actually the other side of the innominate bone would be over here. This would then form the sacroiliac joint. A couple other bony landmarks are the ischial spine, which is a key landmark for some of the pelvic floor muscles, or where they originate. Now looking, of course, internally, we can see here in the ischial pubic region, we're looking at a muscle obturator internus, and it originates all the way around the obturator foramen, which is just a large hole right here. On the bottom, we get to the ischial tuberosity, which is an origin site for basically hamstring muscles, particularly 3 of the 4 hamstring muscles. Forming the large socket known as the acetabulum, this of course is where the head of the femur will articulate. And that pretty much wraps up most of the bony landmarks, other than to point out this being the pubic crest, and this would be, of course, where the pubic symphysis is.
And the pubic ramus and the iliac fossa?
Yeah, the pubic ramus. The ramus basically refers to sort of a bridge of bone around the obturator foramen, so we form here a pubic ramus, over here being relatively an ischial ramus. The fossa, which is a large dish, this is the iliac fossa here. And that, of course, is the origin for iliacus. That's about it.